so on Friday we talked about solving equations with the distributive property. So we are going to continue that this week. Your test will be on Friday. So we'll review Wednesday and Thursday. Test on Friday. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and use, our first problem here is negative 5 times s plus 30 equals negative 17. So if you remember, the distributive property has a coefficient, and then we multiply what's on the outside of the parentheses by what is in the inside of the parentheses. So we have negative 5 times s plus 30 equals negative 17. So what do you want to do first? Go ahead, Alex.
Are you going to multiply negative 5 by s and then by 30?
Yep. So we're going to multiply negative 5 times s and negative 5 times 30. Okay, so negative 5 times s is negative 5s. And then negative 5 times 30.
Negative 100.
Yep, negative 150. So once we've used the distributive property, we can then go forward and solve our two-step equation. Okay? We did this all last week, with the exception of we use the distributive property only on Friday. So what do you want to do once you see this two-step equation? Liam, go ahead.
Put your upside down t.
Very good, upside down t. Okay, now the upside down t, again, it separates from the left side to the right side. Okay, the left side is where our operations are happening, the right side is where our answer is happening. So once you're done with the upside down t, then you can work with your inverse operations. 150 is being subtracted. So what's the opposite of subtracting?
Adding.
Adding, very good. So I'm going to add 150 to both sides. These 150s, negative 150 and positive 150, what happens? Angie?
They cancel each other out.
Very good. They cancel each other out because that's our zero pair. And then we break down negative 5s equals, now negative 17 plus 150. Alex?
133.
What, honey?
133.
Very good. So 133. So does s equal 133?
No.
No, s does not equal 133. You need to then do another set of inverse operations to get your s by itself. So that means another upside down t. Okay, so how am I going to get s by itself?
Cancel.
Emma?
By dividing by negative 5.
Very good. I'm going to divide by negative 5. So divide left by negative 5, and whatever I do on the left, I need to do on the right. So this is where they cancel. Negative 5 divided by negative 5. Okay. That's 1. So we're left with our s. Does 5 go into 133 evenly? No. So could I leave it like this? I mean, I'd be totally okay with that. I'm okay if you leave things as improper fractions, because when you're in algebra, you deal mainly with improper fractions. Whole numbers, improper fractions. Okay, so yeah, you could leave it like that. Or you can convert the improper fraction into a mixed number. Yes, dear?
I thought we were supposed to do the opposite of what, like, because negative 5s is a negative, wouldn't we add 5 to it?
No, because negative 5 and s are being multiplied together.
So you divide?
So you divide. There's no operation in between 5 and s, so that tells us it's multiplication. So 5 goes into 133. 26 and 1/5. No. 3/5? 26 and 3/5?
Yeah.
26 and 3/5. There you go. Either one of those answers is acceptable. Now, could you do as a fraction as well? I mean, yeah, could, right? That'd be okay. Negative 26 and 6/10. Those things are okay, guys. 3 separate ways you can write a number. They're all equivalent to each other. Yeah, 3/5, 6/10 times 2 times 2. Yeah, we're good. I want to pose something to you. Was that it? Negative 17? What if I did this? Did I do an inverse operation?
Mm-hmm.
Right? Because negative 5 is being multiplied by s plus 30. So what happens to my 5s here? Okay. So what am I left with?
S plus 30.
Now what would you do?
T.
Okay, upside down t. I can do that.
Minus 30.
Okay, minus 30, right? What happens to my 30s?
They cancel out.
Okay, so 30. Negative 30 with the denominator of 5 would be negative 150 over 5, right? Right?
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks, Liam. Did I get the same answer? Whoa. Okay, hold on. Huh?
What happened to the 17 though? 17 and 4, what happened to the 17?
I added it. Here.
Oh.
Because I converted negative 30 into negative 150 over 5, and then I added these two together. Okay, I want you to solve by distributing first. Okay, so solve by distributing first. So use the distributive property first. Did you distribute? 2 times x, 2 times 7. So just solve by distributing first. Two times x is 2x, 2 times positive 7, that should be a positive 20. Yeah, so it's gonna change the rest of it. If it was negative, right, but that's positive. You go. Go to distribute. $22 minus 14 is that 22?
Oh wait.
It's okay. Okay, so solve using the distributive property first. 2 times x, 2x, 2 times 7 is 14. Upside down t, my 14's canceled. 2x equals 8. Another upside down t, divided by 2's, x equals 4. Thumbs up, thumbs down, middle. Okay, good. All right, now. Same problem. Okay. But, whoops. Those little pieces and parts. They want to come with me. Okay, so this time I want you to divide by 2 first. Okay, so divide by the coefficient of 2 first. Okay, so 2 times x plus 7 equals 22. 2 is being multiplied by the variable term x plus 7. So the inverse of multiplying by 2 then would be dividing by 2. So if I divide left by 2, I also need to divide your right by 2. Okay? So your 2 multiply by 2, divide by 2, there's your inverse operation. So 2 divided by 2 is 1, and you're left with x plus 7. 22 divided by 2 equals 11. Our variable is still not by itself. So we draw our upside down t. X is being added to 7, so we have to subtract it. Same answer, right?
Yep.
Pretty much the same amount of steps, correct? Okay. You're dividing in different places and you're multiplying, you're dividing in different places, you're subtracting in different places, but you're using the same steps. Now, when do you use distributive property first and then the rest of the steps? When do you divide by the coefficient first? I don't know. I don't know what's best, right? When I look at these problems, when I saw this problem, when I looked here, my first thought was not to divide by 5. Why do you think when I looked at this problem, I said, ooh, I don't want to divide by 5 first? What gave me that thought? Liam B, what do you think?
You can't divide 17 into 5 equal groups.
Right. So 17 is not immediately divisible by 5. Can I divide 17 by 5? Absolutely. But then I'm working with fractions. And if I can avoid working with fractions until the very end of my problem, I think I would rather do that. Now when I look at this problem, my immediate thought is to do this. Why do you think that? Say it now, a little bit louder.
Because you can put 22 in 2 separate groups equal.
Right, 22 is divisible by 2. And I'm not working with fractions anywhere. So that's something to think about, especially when you get into your higher level math, so you don't have to distribute. Because sometimes kids make mistakes when they distribute. Not that they don't make mistakes anywhere else, but if it's divisible by, if your answer is divisible by your coefficient, get that out of the way first, and then we'll look at your addition or subtraction. Okay? I don't care which way you do it. If you always want to distribute first and then go through the 2-step equation solving process, I'm okay with that. You're just going to do what is comfortable for you. And I like to introduce it to you so you do have that option. All right. The cheerleading squad received 1/4 of the total sales of foam fingers and pom-poms at a pep rally. The squad received a total of $136.75. What was the value of the pom-pom sales? P. So what do you know? Nothing, we don't have pepper allergies anymore. Stupid COVID. What do you know? What do you see? What can be useful to us? Lucas, go ahead, honey.
The squad received a total of $136.75.
Very good. That's how much they received at the pepper end. Okay. After they sold their foam fingers and pom-poms. What else is important to know in the problem? Liam, go ahead.
What they received is only 1/4 of the total.
Very good. What they received is only 1/4 of the total. What else is important from the problem? Go ahead.
There was $258 in foam finger sales.
Very good. $258 in foam finger sales. Okay? So our total sales would be pom-poms plus foam fingers, right? What was the total that we received, or that not us? Dear God, no one wants to see me cheerlead. What would I can't like clap, stomp, talk. I can't do all that at the same time. Put me on a 4-inch beam, and I can do a backflip. But as far as multitasking, with the clapping, the stomping, the talking, moving my arms and legs, no way. No one wants to see that. Hot Mess Express in the back of the line, that would have been me, right? It's okay to laugh at me. Don't laugh with me. It's okay. I don't care. All right. How much did we receive in total? How much did the cheerleading squad make?
$136.75.
Was that all of the sales?
Nope.
No. We only made how much? We only made 1/4 of this. And 1/4 of this total is $136.75.
Yep.
Doesn't seem worth it. Where'd the rest of the money go? Huh?
To the football team.
To the football team. Probably. All right, so 1/4 times P plus 258 is equal to $136.75. So we need to know how much was made from pom-pom sales. So we see a coefficient and then parentheses. What are we going to do? Now our coefficient is a fraction. Alex, what are you going to do?
We're gonna take the 1/4 and we're gonna multiply it by P and then 250.
Good. So 1/4 times P and 1/4 times 258. Okay, so 1/4 times P is 1/4 P. And then 1/4 times 258, I don't know that off the top of my head, so what tool can we use? Calculator. If you don't have your handheld calculator, what can you use?
The computer.
The computer. If you don't have your computer but you have something else, what could you use?
Your brain.
Your brain. But could you use your phone as well if you had a phone?
Oh, brain.
Yeah. Okay, I know. Lots of options for you. Okay. Lots of options that you can use. So 258
P
times 1/4.
Now I can figure out that. That's not fair.
Could you convert it into a decimal too?
Yeah, I did that.
Okay. Multiply that way? Yeah, absolutely. There's lots of ways you can do this. It actually might be easier because you already have a decimal over here. So converting it to a decimal might be easier. You already have a decimal here?
Yeah.
So
Put this in this.
so you could put that in this decimal form.
Can you make 35 out of that? No, you can't.
Yes, you can.
That I'm not talking about that.
You're talking about Will's. You're talking about 1/5. You can't put 1/5.
No. No.
I need a decimal.
I'm using my calculator.
How many of you got 64 and 1/4? Is it 1/4 or 1/2?
I got one.
Oh, 1/2, sorry.
It's 1/2. No wait.
I saw 4 and I wrote.
It's a half.
There you go.
Oh, I got it wrong.
Okay, so we've got a lot of different things going on here.
5.
Lots and lots of different things going on. We've got fractions, we've got decimals, we've got coefficients that are fractions that we haven't worked with before. Does that change our process at all?
Nope.
No. We're still going to solve this as a two-step equation. So we're still going to draw our upside down t. 64 is being added. So what's the opposite of adding 64 and a half? Subtracting. So we can subtract 64 and a half from both sides.
Minus 64.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, I need a new one. I ran out of space.
Oh, that's great. Oh.
There's this thing that's called the back side of a paper.
Yeah, I use it.
Oh, well, okay. And that's not going to go there. All right, now 1/4 is being multiplied by p. What's the opposite of multiplying by 1/4?
Divided by 1.
Dividing by 1/4. What else could I do instead of dividing by 1/4? Anyone know?
You could just multiply.
What could you multiply by?
Point. No, 20.2. No, that doesn't work.
No.
Well, you could just multiply by 1/4.
Well, if I multiply 1/4 by 1/4, I get 1/16.
Yeah, that doesn't work either.
No, but I like the fact that you think you can multiply by something. How do I divide fractions?
You multiply.
Multiply by?
The thing, no. I'm just thinking
Multiply by the reciprocal. What's the reciprocal of 1/4?
4.
Oh. Can I just multiply by 4/1? Okay.
You can't.
Well, let's think about it.
You have to
Right.
do
1/4 of P equals $72.25. So how many of these do I need to make 1?
Four. No.
Here's P. The cheerleading squad only makes this. So, what's left? 3/4, right? This is a 4, 4, 4. 1/4 of P is how much?
72 and 25.
of these to make one of these?
4.
So if I multiply by 4, that's going to give me a whole.
That is. Yeah, that makes sense.
So 72, 25 multiplied by 4. How much should we make in pom-pom sales? $289. Yeah.
Didn't it say they only made 138?
Okay, so yes, they did say they only made $138. Okay, so but let's look. If I take my pom-pom sales, which is $289, plus my foam finger sales, which was $258. So $289 plus $258. That means that the total sales of the pep rally was $547. The cheerleading squad only made how much of that?
4.
So I need to take this value and do what with it?
Divided by 4.
Divide by 4. So 547 divided by 4, that's where we got the 136.74. So like Liam said, the other 3/4 is probably going to the football team or something.
Or the band. Or the
band?
Snacks.
No, the food for the children.
The snack guys.
The food for the children, the snack guys?
You know the ones who are like
You
peanuts?
mean the
and
concession stand?
No, like the snack guys.
The snack The concession stand?
No, the guys who walk with
guys.
peanuts.
People who just throw out random
The people who walk by, like, I mean, are you talking about like at a baseball game?
Yeah.
How they like walk up and down the aisles and they sell like
Are you talking about
peanuts and popcorn and peanuts, get your
Hot
peanuts,
dogs. Oh,
peanuts,
hot dogs.
get your peanuts.
I just realized that.
She just says like the mini like
I feel like it's been so long since I've been to a sporting event. Like I kind of forgot that happened.
Alex, how did you remember?
We used to be Cavs season ticket holders, and we were Cavs season ticket holders from the time LeBron returned, back in like 2007, right? No, 2003. Was it 2003?
2000. LeBron got drafted in 2000.
2003, right?
Yeah, it was when he got drafted.
He got drafted. Okay, then he went to Miami, and then when he came back,
Yeah, that was like 2014.
2014.
Yeah.
Was I?
Smart.
2013, because I had just moved back. I just moved back to Cleveland. Okay, now I'm remembering it. It's coming back,
You
right?
followed him?
What? I didn't move to Miami. I didn't take my talents to South Beach. I took my talents to Columbus, and then I came back. So my husband and I, our family, we were season ticket holders for the time when LeBron came back, and I think maybe my family, Alan's family, my husband's family, was season ticket holders when LeBron came when he was here the first time. Yeah, because the runs and I guess they were. But anyway, so we went all the time. This is pre-children. Like it was a Tuesday night. My husband's like, "Hey, we got tickets. You gotta get home from school." So like Tuesday night, my husband and I would run up to the queue and go to the games. The championship runs, the whole thing. I was 8 months pregnant with Grayson, sitting behind the basket during the Eastern Conference Championship game, right? And it was my husband's like, "You cannot go into labor here. Like, I know we're close to the hospital, but you cannot go into labor. Like, this is not a good look." And I was like, "All right, fine. Just try to not do that." But it was very exciting, right? It was like my husband got thrown out of games. Like, he's wild. My husband is. Like, I am much more reserved than my husband. If you can imagine that, me being the reserved one in the family. And then there's my husband. Yeah, you wonder why our children are wild? We're wild, right? Well, I'm not wild, my husband is. But like, those people that like come up and down, I always feel so bad for them. because like you're watching the game and you're like trying to give them your money, and you're like watching the game and you're like, here, just take the money, just take the card, and then they're like fumbling with your credit card. It's insane. Now no one goes to the games. Well, even pre-COVID, no one went to the games,
I
right?
saw this game on TV where they had just pictures of.
Oh yeah, the Indians games.
This had like pictures of.
They have, yeah, this summer you could buy
We went to that.
you could buy a cardboard cutout, and you can get yourself Maeve Walsh. You know the Walsh family? I know you do, but I know Liam does. But Maeve Walsh had her picture. She's a 5th grader, I think. She had her picture on the Cavs thing.
What they should do.
And at Buckeye Stadium, they have those too.
They
Well, Ohio
should
Stadium.
let you like take the cardboard cutout home, so you just have a cardboard
A
cutout.
cardboard cutout. I have a cardboard cutout of Grayson's face. I have a fat head of Grayson's face. For the buddy walk, one of the Upside Downs, the Down Syndrome Association, one of their fundraisers is called the Buddy Walk, and like 5,000 people go to the zoo, and we take a walk and raise lots and lots of money.
5,000.
5,000 people, yeah.
That's a lot of.
Our team
That's a
alone,
lot.
like 1 year, we had over the Grayson's Homies, which is our team name. The football team, the cheerleaders, and the volleyball players joined Grayson's Homies, and then we had like all of our family and friends, and we had like over 250 people on our team. And we raised like, that year we raised like $15,000 for the organization. Yeah, oh, it's huge. But I have these fat heads, these cutouts of Grayson, and we walk around with Grayson's face, these fat heads. It's awesome. It's so cool. I know. And Grayson walks around with it like this on a Tuesday. So he'll like find it and he'll like walk around with his fat head. You know, he's awesome. He cracks me up. All right, so homework.
Oh.
I forgot.
Oh jeez, you forgot homework was a thing.
I didn't.
Yeah, how come we didn't have any homework?
Because we have homework.
Yankee Brown time.
All right, let's go. Page 270, and we'll go 14 through 17. Okay, your book. You should be in book 2.
Gotcha.
You should be in book 2. Yep.
Wait 1 minute.
Book 2. I gave it to you before you left.
Sarah.
What? Okay. In the Nicholas, in the back, on that back table, in that box,
What did you say?
right behind Alex Willie. You've never heard anyone call him Nicholas?
270. 270.
Like
14 through 17.
Like nobody calls you out like that. Wait. Or barely anyone calls me Eveline.
Everyone
My
calls
brother
you
calls me.
Banana Man.
Yeah, but like,
What's your brother calling you? Eveline. It's kind of freaky.